Hey y'all. Hey, what's going on? This is Crystal Taylor, the owner of Fitness is Not a Game. And we are here on Fitness Friday as we are doing part two of debunking myths about belly fat. If you are here, say hey, let me know that you're here. If you're catching us on replay, do me a favor and type replay in the chat. So last week I came on and I talked about four myths that are pretty popular and common when it comes to belly fat. And look, we could go on these. I could talk about these probably for weeks and months. So I was like, hey, if y'all want more, let me know by putting more in the comments. Folks said more. So ta-da, we're here, we're back. And I'm going to give you four more myths that we're going to talk about today. And I try to keep it short. Well, keep the list small to keep the time short, right? All right, so let's get into it. We may as well just come on out the gates with it. The first myth we're going to talk about today, and I guess I want to ask you all, and if this is you, this is what I'm going to ask for all of you, um, specifically as we're going through each of these myths. If you've ever heard it, if you've ever thought it, if you still believe it, let me know and let's talk about it. All right. And I'm having this conversation because I know that so many people the majority of people, not even so many, the majority of people want to lose fat in inches around their belly. They do. They do. And because of that, they're trying all these different things, researching all these different things. And sometimes the things that you found are actually doing more harm than they're doing good. Because all it takes is a good marketing team or some good conversation, and people like, oh, that's all I got to do. And you think that's it and it ain't. And then you get frustrated because you're not seeing the results that you want. So let's talk about it. All right. So today, first thing I want to talk about, and if you want to check the other four, make sure you go back and look at the video from last week where I detail all four from there. All right. So today, let's get started with it. I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm about to. I decided I need to share this story. I feel like I've shared it before. You're like, Crystal, spit it out. The first myth is that supplements and fat burners are going to help, and they're a quick fix, right? And what I'm stumbling on saying is that, and I've shared it before, and I'll share it again now for anybody who's never heard me say it before, but I tried fat burners before. When that's honestly how I started getting into this industry. I tried them 21 years ago, and I know that's because it was after my baby boy was born. And I was like a lot of people, a lot of women after a baby, desperate to lose the weight. And it felt like nothing I was doing was working, right? So I tried these fat burners for like 2 days. I cut it out. Um, One, because I knew it wasn't good for my heart. Heart disease does run in our family. And that doesn't mean that I have to do crazy stuff to make it come get me faster, right? But also, what I knew was that even if they did work, and you heard me say if they did work, they will only work while I was using them, right? But this is the thing. You heard me say that, people believe that if you take these fat burners, it's going to be a quick fix, it's going to get you on track. First of all, there's really no proof to even shows that. And like I said, they can be so harmful. So while you think you're burning belly fat, you're really not. And what's in all those chemicals that are in there could actually be hindering so many other things and causing more long-term damage. Now, again, on top of it, once you stop taking them, any progress that you thought you had seen or that you did see is going to be gone. It's going to be gone. In order to have sustainable weight loss, you have to have a lifestyle shift. You have to have a balance. You have to have that balance between your mindset, right? Your how you eat and how you exercise. And the mindset alone, can we talk about that? The mindset alone of trying to find a quick fix for something you've probably struggled with for years, maybe even decades. You got to think about that. Because if you haven't taken the time to think about how you got to that place, you're going to end up back there. You're going to end up back there because these doggone fat burners ain't the answer. All right. So that's the first myth that I'm debunking, that fat burners are the answers. No, they not. No, they are not. No, they are not. All right. Now I was honest about me trying fat burners. Like I said, that was years ago, and it was literally for, I don't even know if it was 2 or 3 days. Wasted all the money I didn't have. But I told my sister, and my sister read me the riot act. She said, "You know our family has heart disease, and why would you do that?" And I was nursing, so it was crazy. But I stopped. I stopped. I stopped. I stopped. All right. So that's the first one. The second one, and I'm not gonna ask. Well, I did ask y'all if y'all tried it. Be honest, if you don't want to, that's fine too. The second one, the second myth. I keep saying one. For anybody who's coming in, hey y'all, I'm Krystal Taylor, and today we are debunking myths surrounding belly fat. The first myth was that fat burners work. No, they don't. The second myth is that in order to burn belly fat, you have to only do crazy intense workouts. Let me know if you have thought that before. And y'all could probably hear me slapping on my legs because I'm serious about that. That is one that it makes me sad, but it also concerns me. Because, as I stated at the very beginning, most people want to lose belly fat, right? Most people, that's the area of their body that if they could change anything, they would, right? So because of that, people can get desperate, and you hear, "Oh, just work out hard, hard, hard." Now there's this risk, increased risk of injury because we want it so bad, right? We hear about these Coke bottle shapes and what we're supposed to look like, yada, yada, yada. So it gets to the point where it's like, well, what do I got to do it? Oh, I just got to work out real hard. Cool, cool. No pain, no gain, right? Da, 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 da. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey. We too old for that. Pain is pain. And pain lasts a long time. And pain ain't doggone fun either. So you got to make sure that you are uh being, let me take it back, not make sure, instead of focusing on these crazy rigorous workouts, know that moderate workouts work. Know that low impact workouts work. Doggone yoga, walking, those things actually work too. Do not feel like you have to go to the gym and stress yourself and your body for something that, and you don't even have to. You really, really don't. All right. Now, this is the thing. Let me add to it. Because a lot of people think, oh, if I do, because we talked about last week about how you can't spot reduce. Something else, and I'm going to add to it, sort of piggyback off of it, is the whole thought that, just do cardio, 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 cardio. You really need a balance of all the things. You need a balance. And that was something we talked about last week. There's no, you're not going to just do one thing and it's just all of a sudden your belly going to shrink, and then your legs, the fat on your legs and your fat on your back going to stay the same. No, they all work together, right? But you don't have to beat yourself up in order to get it. You can jog. Like, real talk, I want y'all to try something. The next time you go to the gym, drink up, please. Or even if you have one at home. I just got real excited, didn't it? Real animated. But the next time you have access to the treadmill, there we go. I want you to get on there, and especially one that already has presettings in there, like preset modes. If you click on fat burn, if that treadmill has a fat burn mode, it is not running you fast and crazy. is actually low and slow to get you in that fat burning phase. It's not just climbing a mountain at 6.0 miles per hour. That is not how you, that's not the only way you can burn fat. Let me know if that makes sense. And let me know if you've ever noticed that on the treadmill. Because I'll tell you, like I said, I'm just like y'all. Human, always want improvements, right? There's always something that I will want to improve. Just work for it. But I'll say this: there was a time where I was like, "Yeah, let me go ahead and do this fat burning one. Who don't want to burn a little fat?" And I was like, "Lord, I'm getting bored because it was so slow." But it kept you in that steady state. So don't feel like you can't. And now I actually do a lot of super slow workouts on the treadmill, especially when I'm working. But that day, like those days where I'm in the mode to get it, because I just feel like I'm in the mood to get it. It's different from saying I need to get it in order to burn fat. That is not all that has to happen. Because what I also know is that I can get on my treadmill and put it on 1.0 on a high incline, and I'm still going to burn fat. Still going to burn fat. Okay. So you do not have to beat yourself up. Not like that in order to burn fat. All right. All right. So that was two myths that I've debunked today. So the first one is that these fat burners and supplements are a quick fix. No, they're not. They're actually more detrimental to your health. They're not. Second is that you have to engage in some form of intense workout to burn some belly fat. Number three that we're going to talk about today, and it sort of piggybacks, sort of kind of, excuse me, on the fat burners. But I gotta tell we gotta have a talk, and I gotta pull my mic close for this one because I need everybody to hit me on this. Man, sir, those detoxes, aka boo-boo juices, do not melt no belly fat. I'm gonna say that again. And I'm trying not to look at the camera so I don't know nobody feel like I'm talking to them, but I'm talking to you. Those boo juices do not melt belly fat. Look, the amount of detoxes out there, detox teas, detox juices out there. And I see these folks, and I won't even just put it on my ladies, but I see these folks buying it. Oh, I just got to drink this. Last time I did it, I lost like 5 pounds. You may have lost pounds, but you ain't lose no fat. You drinking, you buying that stuff over and over again because guess what? You regained the weight. It's typically water weight that you lost and not belly fat. You cleansed your colon out, but you ain't lose no belly fat. And a lot of times these boo-boo juices, just any time you have diarrhea and keep letting that thing go like that, you're messing up your system. You're losing nutrients because you're looking for a number on the scale. That's what makes you feel good, right? But that fat hasn't gone anywhere. You ain't do nothing to burn no fat. You literally drank something that sent you to the bathroom. You are smarter than that to think that that is burning fat. Like I say, you are probably losing weight. The number on the scale has gone down, but you did not lose any fat. You're still soft. You're still pudgy. You still need to do some strength training. You can't avoid it. I notice the things we talking about today, the most part, these are these things people are doing for quick fixes. Excuse me, I don't know what just got my nose. We're gonna take some fat burners, right? Just gonna work out real hard for 30 minutes. Now we're drinking boo boo juices. I tell you, I got the first time, like, I remember seeing it. This woman was selling, y'all know those Hawaiian punch, the jugs that's this big, selling it for $5. First of all, I'm tripping off the fact she was recycling a jug. You'd have made this yourself and you selling it this month for $5, and this is supposed to be a health supplement. People buying it because they just want to look, the gist of it is stop trying to take the easy route out. All right? Stop trying to take the easy route out. And a lot of times this is happening. We're taking these detox, doing these detoxes, drinking these boo-boo juices, taking these fat burners because there's something coming up that we want to look good for. Class reunion, wedding, birthday trip, girls trip, whatever it is. You got these plans. I want to look good, so I'm going to take these or whatever. I'm going to drink. So we want things to be fast because we want to look good. But this is the last myth I want to talk about. Yes, those things are funny, haha, cute, haha. But at this point, you also have to realize that too much belly fat can be a health issue. So that's the last myth that I want to talk about. So we talked about fat burners not working. The first myth was that fat burners work. They're a good quick fix. The second is that you have to do extreme exercise to melt belly fat. Woo, get it out, Krystal. The third myth is that detoxes and things like that work for belly fat, help you burn belly fat. And that this fourth one is that focusing on belly fat is only a cosmetic thing. It's not. Belly fat can also be a health issue. When you have excessive belly fat, especially that visceral fat, you're increasing your chances of being diagnosed with so many other health issues. You're increasing your chances of being diagnosed with heart disease, with diabetes. So it's not just about looking pretty. There ain't nothing wrong with vanity. I said it before because I mean it. Ain't nothing wrong with vanity. Everybody want to look good. However, it is not just a vanity issue. It can become a health issue. And I saw a video before, doctor. He said that when the circumference of your waist is more than half of your height in inches, you have significantly increased your chances of being diagnosed with diabetes. I'm going to say that again. If the circumference of your waist is more than half of your height in inches, you are significantly at risk, at higher risk of being diagnosed with diabetes. So that means if you are 5'5" like me, that's 65 inches. That ain't a lot of inches to have. That's 33 inches for that waist. So think about that. Think about that. Think about that. So, like I said, I'm not saying that you shouldn't care about how you look. But at this point, y'all, we got to know that it goes deeper. So, before we go, let me recap these 4 myths when it comes to belly fat. First myth is that the supplements and fat burners are a quick fix. No, they're not. They hurt. The second myth is that you have to do an intense workout in order to burn fat. No, you can do low intensity and still burn fat. Don't hurt yourself, injure yourself for that. The third is that those detoxes and cleanses melt belly fat. No, they don't. You just go into the bathroom, losing some water weight, cleansing out your colon. And the fourth myth is that belly fat is just a cosmetic issue when it's not. It could be a health issue as well. So that is it for me today. I am Krystal Taylor, the owner of Fitness is Not a Game, and I have given you 4 more myths about belly fat. This is part 2. We did part 1 last week where I gave you 4 previous myths. If you missed those, make sure you go back and check them out to make sure that you're doing all that you can to reduce that belly fat. And if you're looking for more, make sure you sign up and register for my free 30-day belly fat challenge. 30 days of emails, 30 days of prompts. That's all you got to do is all those simple little things that are emailed out every day for 30 days, and you're going to see yourself lose weight, burn fat in that healthy, sustainable way. Bellyfatchallenge.com is free 30 days. Pass it on to your folks, sign up, and let's see where you could be in the next 30 days. So, y'all be good or be good at it, as my mama say. Will say it, and I'll see y'all next time. All right, y'all. Bye.